So I spit some value for like, I don't know, 5 minutes straight, and I realize I'm not recording. Fuck, I have to say that all over again. That's so retarded. But either way, this is me filming after I just finished my morning routine, and I'm just in this video. I'm just gonna go over first of all why I'm making this video. My goal is to make this kind of piece of content every single morning. So every single morning, I'm just gonna sit in front of a camera for as long as possible, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, however long I have to talk about something. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna talk about it. Absolutely no script. And the reason I'm gonna do this is that that's like my new strategy. I started posting a couple of videos saying I'm gonna lock in on content in 2026, and whenever I say that sentence before, it was just like such bullshit. Like I would never live up to it. Like actually, I would never actually lock in on content, and obviously that's fucking bad. And instead of doing that now, I'm just gonna throw myself into it and how I'm gonna go about content in 2026. I realized that like clipped content, like the content that you take from a long form piece of content versus already filming it is so much better because like and Nick Sen, if you probably know Nick Sen if you're in info space, he explained it perfectly. It's like the cameras are on and they're like, no, you're talking and the cameras are on, but when you're filming videos, you turn on the camera and then you talk, and it's so fucking visible. And there was always some sort of feeling that I would get from a clipped video versus a script video, where it's like, okay, clearly this is like so fucking staged, this is versus this is so natural. And it's like it amazes you the fact that somebody can speak so much value and it's actually natural, it's coming out of them, out of their mind, like immediately, right? And I think that's the effect that clips have. Obviously, the scripted videos have their own place and in their own strategy, and I think they're super important. We're definitely going to be doing those as well. But I think these clip videos, not only do they allow me to just like clip whatever the fuck I want, but they also allow me to sound smarter, appear smarter, and they also save me time, and I don't have to think about the script and the idea that I'm going to talk about. But instead, what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to sit down every single day in front of a camera. These long form videos, they don't have to be posted on YouTube. They don't have to be posted anywhere. They can just be sent off to my media team. I feel so fucking cool for saying the media, by the way. I don't have any content team at the moment. We're going to definitely hire somebody. I can send it off to somebody. They can just clip something that I talk about, whatever they think is fitting into my brand. If I don't like it, I can just scratch it off. If I like it, I can say boom, edit it, post it on my social media, and it's insane, right? And they can 1 hour of me talking, 30 minutes of me talking, it can be turned into multiple clips. So I think this is a super productive thing for me to do, and I'm gonna do it every single day. Really, realistically, it's gonna take me 15, 30 minutes every single morning, maybe 15 minutes extra while I set up the camera, set up the chair, set up the microphone, set up the lights. But hey, it's gonna bring an inquantifiable ROI to my business. Okay. And at the end of the day, if I really like some of these raw talks, I can just post them on YouTube, and boom, there goes my 2 weekly YouTube videos that I don't have to fuck around and think about the idea, the thumbnail, all that. It's just boom, it's just already filmed. I just have to post it, right? So there's some perks, right? There are some perks to that, and that's my new strategy. I think it's gonna bang. I think it's gonna fuck very hard in 2026. And also one strategy that I'm gonna be doing, and this goes into something else that I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna also be documenting a fuck ton of stories. I've been so scared to post on stories, not because I'm a little bitch, okay, but because I just felt like there's gonna be some sort of judgment, like, oh, who is this guy? Who's this fucking little fucker to post on the stories and talk about shit, right? I just felt that that was gonna be the kind of reaction if I post on stories. I don't know why. I just felt like it was obviously it's a limiting belief. There's no doubt, but I think that limiting belief just comes from the experience that I have in my own life, where I come from. It's not usual for somebody to like make money or make a living online or build a business. Like that's fucking unheard of. That's fucking insane where I come from, in my country, in my hometown, it's not regular. And so I think, and usually this culture that I live in, it's like when you start to make money, you're seen as this dude who is a slave to money, who is a bad person, who is out to get somebody. It's not positive. So I think that limiting belief comes from my environment and where I grew up in. But no, I think it's a very retarded belief. Nonetheless, I think it's very retarded, very limiting, because the people that follow me, the people that view my stories, obviously there's some random people that I've never seen, but there's some very sophisticated, educated people that are supportive as well. Like, because they've been into it, they've been into my position where they were just like fucking retards at the start, and they scale their business up to millions a month or whatever. So they understand and they're supportive by in the nature of that. They're not by any means retarded. I just think, you know, it's kind of offensive to my audience for me thinking that, but it's just like kind of my upbringing. By no means it's not depressive or anything. I'm not trying to be a victim. It was fucking amazing. But yeah, it's just I think that's where the belief comes from. And definitely, yeah, how I'm gonna be documenting the stories. So it's pretty interesting. I'm changing my routine. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. every single day. That is at least the goal. And I'm gonna be documenting that on the stories. And I think it's a good way to force me to put out at least one story a day of me actually documenting it, and then everything else I thought I'd do on that is extra. It's gonna force me to do it because, like, if you're documenting something, it's literally it's more of embarrassment to post something and say you're gonna keep doing it consistently, and then you just miss one day, or you completely forget about it, or you don't do it completely, versus you just like not posting on stories completely. So I think that's gonna help me out a ton. And in terms of the actual schedule, what the fuck am I doing? Well, first of all, I'm starting to wake up at 4 a.m. Why? Not necessarily because it's gonna make me more money, because I just feel better when I wake up at 4 a.m. and there's a couple of reasons for that. So, first reason, when I was waking up at 4 a.m. consistently, that was like the best period of my life. Genuinely, I felt the best. I felt fucking amazing. And I think part of the reason for that is because it's just the most quietest time in the morning, and it's just you and nobody else, right? Before, when I would wake up and I wake up around 7, 8, whatever, I would do my work, and there was always a subconscious worry that I will have to like respond to somebody. For example, my team members, my clients, they would message me, and I would always have to do my deep work, the work that I'm supposed to do unbothered. I would have to do it bothered and alert. There's like, oh, if somebody messaged me, I have to respond. I wasn't able to close all of my tabs, all of my messages and apps and all that, because I would have to be on the lookout. If somebody messages me, I would have to reply as soon as possible, right? Because everybody's working, right? But when I wake up at 4 a.m., nobody's fucking up. Now my clients are either fucking asleep or they're preparing to go to sleep. My team members, they're not fucking asleep. Sorry, they're not awake. They're asleep. So like I could film this video without even thinking about, oh, somebody's out there waiting for my reply to do something, to take action on something. They're not. And that's like super freeing. So for example, before, when I was making these videos, I would have to look on that Slack icon on my screen, and I would have to look, does the icon have that little blue dot, or does it have the red dot? And the red dot means, if you use Slack, is that somebody tagged you or somebody messaged you, and while I'm recording or doing a task, I would have to think in my mind, oh shit, is it a member, asking for something? They're waiting on action to take action, my permission. Is it a client asking a question? Like, what is it? And that subconscious thing is gonna fucking bother me, and is going to fucking affect my performance while I'm filming or doing whatever task, right? So I think that was also a problem before, but when I wake up at 4 a.m., it's just me, it's nobody else. And that's what I like about it, and that's why I want to keep doing it. And also, there's going to be a lot better, you know, like schedule around it. For example, I'm going to start going to sleep at 9, and I'm going to be waking up at 4 a.m. 9 p.m., 4 a.m., that's like 7 hours of sleep. It's pretty good, much better than I had before. Before, I literally didn't even have like a sleep time or a wake up time. I think one thing that every entrepreneur could relate to is like fucked up sleep schedule and their addiction to coffee and caffeine and all these fucking fucked up substances. Like for example, I would sleep whenever I get to sleep. So whether that's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 12 a.m., 11 p.m., whenever it is, I would wake up whenever I would wake up at like 7, but I would be so fucking tired. I'm gonna explain how tired I would get in just a second. I get so tired that my body would fucking hallucinate excuses to go back to bed. Like hallucinate excuses. Like imagine your body and your mind thinking that, oh shit, you're gonna die if you don't go back to sleep. I wasn't actually gonna die, but that's the hallucination that my mind gave me. And so like I went back to bed, took a 10-minute nap, and my body will literally pass out. Like I put the timer, like a 10-minute timer on my phone, but my body would literally pass out. I would not hear that. I would not hear the alarm. I would not hear the repeating alarm. I wouldn't hear anything. I would just like sleep and wake up whenever my body decides to wake up. So it was getting that bad to the point where I was hallucinating and my body was passing out. Couldn't hear anything around me. Right. So it's shit. Yeah, obviously like I think the biggest effect on that is obviously like bad sleep schedule. I lived on 3 hours of sleep for like 6 months to a year, very consistently. That's not healthy. Obviously, I can't even guess how much of a toll it took on my testosterone and shit like that. But also like just on my face and my voice and my energy, I don't know if you can see this on the video, but my face feels super tired right now. My voice feels tired. I feel this shit around my eyes is super tight all the time. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can feel it. And yeah, man, it's just not nice. Not nice to live like this. I could be doing so much more if I was just more energized, if I was sleeping more. So it's just like before it was an ego thing. Before I couldn't even think about sleeping more than 5 hours because I thought I was being lazy. I'm not even kidding. I am not even kidding. Whenever I was setting up my alarm and I saw there was more 5 hours, I was like, shit, you're being lazy. And I just would wake up 1 hour earlier, which means like 4 hours of sleep, sometimes three. So it was getting super unhealthy, and honestly, I'm not in that phase anymore. I really want to prioritize my sleep and health. I think I can. I think if you have to sleep 4 hours, I think you're just a bad business owner at that point. Because honestly, there was a point where obviously like you still have to do your work to move the needle forward, get more customers and make more money, but you should have the team and the structure and the systems and all that kind of shit in place where you don't have to work all these hours, right? Where you don't have to fucking sacrifice sleep. Obviously in the beginning you have to do it. I was in the beginning stages when I was doing it, but as I'm coming like more and more into this actual business game, dude, I see myself. I managed to I managed to make a couple of days where I saw the schedule, I saw what the team was doing, and I was like, I legitimately do not have to work today, and everything would still get done. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely get there. You definitely don't have to sacrifice sleep. You should not be sacrificing sleep, especially if you're a high level business owner. Obviously, there's gonna be some days where you have to, like nothing's gonna go perfect. But again, I don't think you should do it consistently. I don't think you have to do it consistently if you're a high level business owner, right? So, and also, what was I about to talk about? I went on a little tangent, so I'm not sure what I was going to talk about. But yeah, definitely the biggest things for me in 2026, dialing in on content. And the reason why dialing in on content is because content is going to allow me to build enough leverage where I can get customers, make money without me having to do the work. Going into 2026 is going to be me building systems, building team members, and building shit in place where it's going to allow me to put my health first, my family first, and put first the things that will actually benefit me in my life. Everything that I'm doing to make money right now, it's like outreach. It's very manual. It's follow ups. Follow up with 50, 100 people a day, right? that don't even respect me. They don't even reply to me. They don't, when we hop on a call, they disrespect me. They don't know what I'm doing. They have to think about it. They have to get educated on it. And it's so driving me crazy. And it's like how much you tolerate something. And I think I'm done tolerating it. And I wanna replace it. I wanna replace outreach. Like obviously I'm still gonna have a seller who's gonna do shit for me that's considered outreach, but it's the seller doing it. It's not me doing it. I feel like putting content first is gonna allow me to get customers, get the needle moving, so I don't have to do it manually. And then I'm in the back end, I'm gonna still be doing delivery, and I'm gonna still be doing the fulfillment, but I'm also gonna have it outsourced. I'm gonna have it optimized, and I'm only gonna be doing the delivery and fulfillment that I have to do, that I enjoy to do, and it's not like stupid shit like somebody coming to me all the time with stupid questions. I'm going to have systems in place to filter out stupid questions, for example, and people only come to me if it's highly effective questions that otherwise could not be solved. And I think that will allow me, because like all the time in previously when I bro, for the past 2 years I fucked up on the gym. I don't know when was the last time. I lost strength, I lost muscle mass, I lost everything, and it's all because I focused more on business rather than the gym. And that's fucking depressing because the gyms genuinely saved me from fucking suicide. And the reason I had to give it up is because I just don't have time. Like, for example, the only way for me to actually stick and be consistent into the gym is if I go first thing in the morning. If I don't go first thing in the morning, I am not going to get it done. I'm 100% not going to get it done, right? So, for example, I had this routine where I would wake up at like 7 a.m., do my morning routine until 8 a.m. So get the coffee, journal, read the Bible, do my push ups, and then go to the gym. If I missed that session, if I didn't go to the gym, there's no way I could have later forced myself to go into the gym. There's no way. And sometimes what would happen is like I would wake up at like 8 a.m., finish my morning routine at 9 a.m., and I'm like, this is too late for me to go to the gym. I'm gonna miss something in the work. Something's gonna mess up, and I'm just not gonna be able to do it, right? And I would not go to the gym. And I feel horrible because I again, I wanted to stick to something I couldn't stick to because of business. So I think just focusing on content. Again, I'm saying this for the third time. Focusing on content will allow me to get customers, make money, move the needle in a very effective way that doesn't require me to be on the business all the time. Sorry, in the business all the time, but it's going to allow me to put my health first and all these other things that are important to me, and then everything else. So I can dial in my sleep, I can dial in my diet, track my macros, actually plan it. I can go to the gym properly. Like, look, the gym is my first love. I wanted to be a fitness trainer. I couldn't because I was shy to get in front of the camera, but hey, here I am, it's weird. Now I'm doing this, now helping people grow on social media and shit like that. And the gym is my first love. That doesn't change it. I don't want to. I think I wasted so much potential and it makes me genuinely sad and makes me depressed. Like, I could have genuinely, dude, I've been so stagnant in the gym for the last 2 years. At 16 years old, I hit 1,000 push ups in 30 minutes. At 16 years old, I benched like 112 kilos for multiple reps. At 16 years old. And I not only did I maintain, I didn't even maintain it. I'm 18 now, 2 years later, and I fell off. 2 years in the gym were wasted. Some of the best years in my life wasted on business. And I think that's one of the things that I'll never be able to get, and I regret it. If there's something that I regret, it would definitely be that. Not being in the gym all the time. Right? Yeah, I fucking regret it. Why did I do that? Like, there was so much potential for me, dude. My genetics are fucking crazy. I'm telling you, at 16 years old, 1,000 push ups in 30 minutes. Name me one person that you know that is that young that could do that. You, you can't. Yeah, I bet you can't find them. You don't know them. You'll never find them. And now I'm 18. It's just, yeah, I could do 1,000 push-ups. I can't. Maybe with a little bit of training, but it's not as impressive as an 18-year-old. Oh, 6 months, and I'm gonna be 19. It's not as impressive. I think I just fucked it up, and that's definitely gonna be one of the things that, yeah, I get to tell the story, but it's one of the things that I will definitely regret, and and they regret. It's kind of fucked. But yeah, that guys, that's why I have to make the content. That's why I have to build the systems in your business. That's why you have to make money without being a slave to it, aka not sacrificing everything in order to get it. And that's why I'm focusing on content. I'm telling you all the reasons right now why I'm focusing on content. My life was fucked up by the business. And I think if I built my personal brand earlier, if I found a way to get customers where I'm not in it all the time, none of this would happen, you know? So it's just consequences of me being a stupid fucking retard, not being a good business owner, and just like not taking the action necessary because of limiting beliefs, like I mentioned earlier, being fucking scared of something that wouldn't even happen because of my environments, right? So, yeah, I mean, take it as a lesson from me. Learn from my mistakes. Don't be a retard like me. But yeah, I think there's gonna be so many good clips. We could clip something up and even post it on YouTube. Honestly. But yeah, I think this is it. I think covered most of the stuff that I wanted to cover. Oh, did I say I'm gonna quit caffeine? Yeah, I'm fucking quitting caffeine, dude. I went from drinking like 3, 4 coffees, and like when I say coffees, bro, I mean like fucking black Turkish coffee, like the strong actual fucking coffee, not the fucking little milky bullshit that you drink. Like for bro, I saw Andrew Tate. You know how he's like Andrew Tate is flexing like, oh, I fucking 20 coffees a day. When I saw that he drinks, I was impressed. I was like, holy shit, 20 coffees, and I'm scared to drink more than like four. You have balls. And then I saw him drinking those fucking milky coffees, like the fake ones that you buy on the store, like they're like 3 in fucking 1, 4 in 1. When I saw that, I got fucking disappointed. I was like, you fucking pussy, you fucking liar. I could drink 40 of those coffees and I wouldn't even flinch. That's fucking milk. That's not coffee. That's not caffeine. So when I say I drink coffee, I drink actual black Turkish coffee, like that actual has fucking high levels of caffeine in it, not your like bullshit little milky caffeine. It's like fucking sugar, and you have higher chances of getting diabetes from it than getting fucking caffeinated. Okay, so I'm quitting. I'm quitting coffee because, like I said, I was addicted to. I am addicted to it. I'm addicted to it. And I was drinking like 3, 4 coffees a day at some point. And what I noticed is coffee, it kind of, as you drink more coffee, you need more of it in order to feel the effect. So, for example, me now, I need to drink like 5 coffees to feel the effect of 1 coffee back then. And that's a huge issue because obviously you're drinking too much fucking caffeine. And like by the way, you're still inputting the same amounts of caffeine. It's still damaging you the same, but the feeling that you get is like it's like you have to put too much effort to reach it. I hope that makes sense. It's just not, the balance is not there, right? So for example, before I needed to input little bits of caffeine to reach the feeling, but now I have to input shit ton of caffeine that would damage me even more than before in order to reach that feeling. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy long term. It's gonna fucking fuck me up. And also, I think it's just taking a big toll on me. Like I said, I'm experiencing a lot of loss with energy. So my eyes being tight, me hallucinating, my body shutting down, not waking up properly, not waking up on time, missing all these alarms, not being consistent, being lazy, not having energy in general during the day. I think it's all down to the fact that I just drank too much coffee where I can't live without it. I depend on it. And if I don't drink coffee, I'm fucked. And I genuinely am fucked. I noticed whenever I miss a coffee, do you know how bad of a headache I get? Holy shit, that's like one of the biggest things. When I don't drink coffee in the morning, I'm fucked. I get such a big headache. Right? So Um, yeah, I think it's, I don't know if it's like a headache or a migraine, but it's a headache nonetheless, whatever the fuck you call it. But yeah, I think how I'm gonna quit is like I'm gonna still be drinking one a day, um, one a day, and after 1 p.m. there, that's it for the coffees. Except I'm gonna be drinking those milky coffees because like those are just that's literally just sugar and milk, and it's, trust me, it's not a coffee. It doesn't have caffeine. So I'm gonna be drinking those. It's like when you drink cigars and you take vape to fucking get out of the addiction. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm gonna be drinking one coffee to like sustain the addiction, not sustain the addiction, to like sustain the feeling and the urgency. But I'm gonna be drinking those little milky fucking coffees. They're gonna be like vapes to yeah. Also, I just like drinking when I work. It makes me feel professional. It's not even the it's not even the coffee. I like drinking when I work. The coffee is just like there, you know. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything I want to talk about. There's gonna be some fire clips in here, dude, for social media, for even for some for YouTube. I want to send this to my YouTube guy. He can clip it out. But yeah, boom. That's it. That's it. The session's done. Session was good. Real good.